What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Anfield Agenda's Monday morning news roundup. It's the start of a brand new week, and let's be honest, we all hate Mondays. So I'm going to do my best to introduce some positivity into your day. We're going to be speaking about a player who absolutely positively is not for sale. We're going to be speaking about a couple of additions that could potentially be joining Liverpool and some former Reds who are moving on to pastures new. That and lots more over the course of the next few minutes. We do want to know your thoughts, so when you've watched the video, feel free to comment and let us know in the comment section. Drop a like if you enjoy it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now, last week we launched the all-new Anfield Agenda podcast across all of your favourite podcast platforms, and I am delighted to say, because of your unbelievable support, we got as high as 44 in the UK sports podcast charts. Thank you so much for that. We continue to go from strength to strength, and there will be a brand new episode out tomorrow with myself and Mr. Jack Gill. So just search Anfield Agenda on whatever your favourite podcast platform is, and hopefully you should find us there. Don't forget to rate the podcast when you finish, and of course let me know your thoughts if you join us on one of our live shows. Right, I'm going to start off with a story about a young player who Liverpool fans have been asking me a lot about this week, and that is Rio Nyamoha. You might remember him as the kid that we were raiding Chelsea's academy to bring in. So people have been asking why it's gone quiet when we were all told that it was likely going to be sorted this week. From what I can understand, there's nothing to be concerned about. It's just taken a little bit longer to get it ratified through the Premier League, but all in all, it doesn't look like there's any problems with this deal, and you should hopefully expect an announcement in the coming days. Now, Erik ten Hag has been speaking about Arne Slot, and for once, he hasn't really been going in and up. This is what he's had to say. We haven't had contact yet, but that will happen. It's fantastic what Arne has achieved with Feyenoord and how he helped the club get back on track. The football that Liverpool prefers to play also suits Arne Slot completely. I think it's a very good match. Hopefully, it's more than that, and hopefully he's more than a match for Mr. ten Hag as well. Now, I did promise you news on a couple of former Liverpool players who are moving on to pastures new. One of them is Joe Matip, who looks like he is closing in on a move to Bayer Leverkusen. Obviously, we signed him from Schalke, so he knows all about the Bundesliga, and I think this is a good fit. They will probably have a little bit more time to allow Joel to get back up to speed and performing to the levels we know he's capable of. It was a heartbreaking decision to see him leave Liverpool, but I do feel it was the right one. Wish Joel nothing but the very best in his next stage of his career, and Leverkusen is a fine club. Now here's a name you didn't think I was going to be mentioned on this video. Are you ready? You might need to sit down. Lazar Markovic. Now, I'm not trying to say he's coming back to Liverpool, so no need to fret. But he has signed for a club over in Abu Dhabi, so his career is still ticking along. It was an interesting one to see, and of course, I wanted to bring it to you. So let me know your thoughts and your memories on Lazar Markovic. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that the next player I'm going to talk about should come to Liverpool, but James Rodriguez has terminated his contract with Sao Paulo, and according to various reports, wants a move back to Europe. Will we see him in the Premier League again, perhaps, or will he head off to Spain or Italy? Love to know your thoughts in the comment section. James Rodriguez, amazingly, once of Everton, now wants back to play in Europe. Right, so I want to draw your attention to Diaby for a second and his move over to Al Ittihad. It doesn't really concern Liverpool with regards to him moving on to the Saudi Pro League, but where it may impact Liverpool is that it looks like Villa want to use the €60 million, or about £52 million, to sign Nico Williams. That's reports that are coming out late last night, and I want to know how you feel about it. I still believe he firmly wants to go to Barcelona, and they're going to try everything to make that move happen. In fact, I'd go as far as to say if he can't get to Barcelona this summer, it'll probably happen next summer. But Villa are showing ambition, and some of that from our owners, well, that'll be a fine thing, wouldn't it? So, John, what are you waiting for? The player's still available. Get moving. Another name that's been linked with a move to Liverpool, and one that we spoke about the other day, is Takefusa Kubo. A little bit more on this story, and apparently a little bit more information on where exactly we're at. A report coming out of Sponici has said that Liverpool are preparing a bid of about £54.8 million or €65 million, which interestingly is €5 million above the release clause in his Real Sociedad contract. The bid would not only make Kubo the most expensive Japanese player of all time, but the report claims that Liverpool have drafted up a contract offering him an annual salary of €15 million, which is approximately £240,000 per week. Currently, only Mo earns more money than that at Liverpool. So, Liverpool fans, your thoughts if Liverpool signed Kubo on £240,000? For me, I think there are better value deals out there. I'd revisit Anthony Gordon personally, especially if we're looking at that type of wages. But it is an interesting link. It is a link to a position I think that we need to strengthen, especially with Mohamed Salah's future in question. So let me know your thoughts. £240,000 a week for Kubo. What are we saying? Value or no value? And lastly, my friends, I did say to you that there was one Liverpool player who has been told categorically he isn't leaving Liverpool. Caught Offside have said that Liverpool have clearly communicated to the agent of Luis Diaz that they do not plan to sell him this summer. There has been so much written about Lucho in this summer transfer window. Some of it saying that Liverpool are bracing themselves for an offer, don't want to lose him, but have set a price. That price was £75 million. Some of it was Barcelona are hovering around, and if they come a knocking, would Lucho want to go? Well, Barcelona have moved on. Reports suggest that they're in for Dani Olmo and of course Nico Williams. And the only other club that have been really mentioned as having an interest in Lucho was Paris Saint-Germain. And I have to say, that isn't a step forward in Lucho's career. I would argue Barcelona isn't either. But I'm very happy to hear that Lucho is going to be staying put and that Liverpool have no intention of selling him. We shouldn't. He's on pretty low wages. I think he's on about 60, 80 grand a week, something like that. He has 3 years to run on his Liverpool contract. And most importantly, he is now in his prime at 27 years of age. Had a really good Copa America with Colombia, of course, as well. Who made it all the way to the final, only to be beaten by Argentina. So I think this is good news and a great way for me to end today's Monday morning Anfield Agenda news roundup. It is now over to you guys to let us know your thoughts. I hope when we come back for the 5 p.m. evening video that we've got a little bit more to substantiate some of these transfer rumours. And of course, at 8:45 tonight, we will be back again for the late night agenda. As I mentioned at the start, I'll be recording the podcast with Jack. Keep an eye out for that. It should be dropping tomorrow. And now we're less than 2 weeks away from our 2 live shows in Cardiff and Liverpool. You can get your tickets for those 2 live shows in the description of this video, priced at just £15. They're all ages events and it's coming up really soon. I can't wait. I'm so excited to get over to Liverpool and Cardiff, and I look forward to catching up with you all then. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to let us know your thoughts, and again, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Talk to you later. Bye bye.